Hello everyone, welcome back to Code with Akshi. Today we are starting a new playlist called Python Mini Projects for Beginners. In this playlist, we will build real Python projects step by step using everything we have learned so far in Python for Beginners series. Today's first project is Simple Calculator. By the end of this video, you will know how to take user input, create a menu, perform calculations using conditions and display the result. So, without wasting any time, let's start build our first Python mini project. Before writing the code, let me show you what we are going to build. Our calculator can perform four basic mathematical operations. One is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. The user first enters the two number, then chooses which operation is to be performed. Finally, the calculator displays the answer. It is simple, but this project teaches many important Python concepts. Now let's build it step by step. The first step is taking input from the user. We will ask the user to enter two numbers. One is num1 and num2. Here, input receives the data from the keyboard. But remember, input always returns text. Since we want to perform mathematical calculation, we convert it into a decimal number using float. Finally, we store these values inside the variables num1 and num2. So now we have both numbers ready for the calculation. Now let's give the user different choices. We will display a simple menu. Choose operations, add, subtract, multiply, divide. So we ask the user to select an option. And this value is stored in the variable called choice. Later, we will use the value to decide which calculations should be performed. So, now comes the most important part. We will use if, elif and else statement. So these statement helps the programs to make decisions. So if the user select 1, we will perform addition. If the user selects 2, we will perform subtract. And same way if we select 3, a multiplication, and if we select 4, divide. So before dividing, we must check whether the second number is 0. Because dividing by 0 is not allowed in Python. If the second number is not 0, we can perform division. Otherwise, it will display an error message saying cannot divide by 0. Finally, if the user enters anything other than 1, 2, 3 or 4, it will display that invalid choice. So this makes our calculator much safer and user friendly. Okay, now let's display the final answer. We will use the print function. So the print, it prints the value stored inside the variable result. If the user's selected is addition, then the sum is displayed. If subtraction, the difference is displayed. And similarly for the multiplication and division. Finally, we can also print a thank you message and to make a program look more professional also. So now let's test our calculator. Suppose the user enters the first number 10, second number 5, then chooses the option 1. The output becomes 15. How? 10 plus 5. Now let's test multiplication. 10 multiplied by 5 equals 50. And for the division, 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Finally, if someone enters an invalid option, our calculator correctly displays invalid choice. So this shows that our project works perfectly. Always test different inputs after writing your program. So that testing helps us to find mistakes very early. So congratulations, you have successfully built your very first Python project. In this project, we have learned taking user input, using variables, displaying a menu, making decisions, performing arithmetic operations, displaying results, handling invalid input. So these concepts are used in almost every real Python application. So in the next project, we will build something even more interesting. So if you have enjoyed this tutorial, please like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to Code with Akshi for more beginner friendly Python projects. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Happy coding!